What's up guys, it's Kate here, and today I'm bringing you guys another episode of my ongoing series, Hero Gear Walkthroughs. It's where I show you guys both my struggles and my accomplishments in my journey to complete all Hero Gear challenges for all specialists in Black Ops 3. And today's specialist that we're going to be taking a look at is the Specialist Battery. Now for those of you who don't already know, the Hero Gear is the last set of customization items that you unlock for the head and body in each specialist in Black Ops 3 once you've already unlocked all other customization items for those specialists as well. Alright, and without further ado, let's get started. Now, to start it off, we're going to be taking a look at Battery's specialist ability, Kinetic Armor. Now, the first thing you need to know about this ability is that it is not a get out of jail free card. The extra armor that you gain is just a bit more powerful than the armor that you gain from being the ball carrier in Uplink. Also, your head does not gain any extra armor at all. So if you go against someone who by default aim for the head, or even a spray and prayer who gets a lucky shot, headshots will still do the same amount of damage. Kinetic Armor is best used against single opponents, as 2 or more people will really have no trouble taking you out. If you do need to go against a group of people, I do suggest coming in from the side on a flank route, just to minimize the amount of people shooting at you, because sustained fire from more than one source will take you out almost like you didn't even have armor to begin with. A downside to Kinetic Armor is the amount of time that it lasts. Once you activate it, the Kinetic Armor will remain for about 6 seconds, and that's enough time to really get a kill or 2, maybe even 3. However, it does have another downside, which is your armor can actually be destroyed. Once you activate it and you're at full 100% extra armor, taking bullets from sources will actually target and damage your armor first before it starts damaging you, so it is very possible to lose your kinetic armor before your time is up. My one and only tip for using kinetic armor is once you activate it, push in hard and rush in fast. Really, you don't have a lot of time to pull off any amazing feats while you're using kinetic armor, so the faster you close that distance and get those kills, the faster you'll get the challenge done. Next up, we're going to be looking at Battery's specialist weapon, the War Machine, and for those of you who have played past Call of Duties, you'll know that the War Machine is a grenade launcher. Now, I've seen a lot of people made the mistake of once they get the War Machine, they spray it all over the place. They start just aiming up in the air and shooting all the grenades everywhere they go. Sometimes they'll get them a kill, most times it'll happen like what just happened right now, and you don't get a single kill. One of my tips for using the War Machine is to make sure that there are enemies in the direction that you are shooting your grenades. Now, you don't have to be incredibly precise with it, as once your grenades hit any surface the first time, it releases 3 other grenades that bounce away. So you don't have to be very precise while using the War Machine, but just make sure that you're actually aiming it at where an enemy is located or a group of them are, and you'll find out that you'll get more kills than if you would just spray randomly in the air and hope for kills. The War Machine is one of those specialist weapons that highly rewards you when using it against a group of enemies as opposed to a single player. Against a single player, it does have a very high chance of missing them, either by lobbing the grenades completely over their heads or spawning the baby grenades past their feet and not damaging them at all. So this is one of those specialist weapons where knowing when to use it is paramount to knowing how to use it. The War Machine does give you 8 grenades in the barrels, giving you a lot of wiggle room of deciding how you want to use it in different situations, whether sometimes it'll be best to completely spray a room and cover it in grenades, or meticulously pick out single players. It all depends really on the situation and how you wish to use this. However, I found out that the best way to use it is a mixture of both. For game modes like hardpoint or domination, it is great to just lob a couple grenades over at contested flags. However, for other game modes where enemies are more spread out apart, such as team deathmatch, maybe kill confirmed, it is best to just wait, and when you single out a single enemy, shoot a bit in front of him, because once the grenade hits the ground, it's going to spawn those baby grenades and you'll have a higher chance of killing him like that. Pretty much just follow the direction that your enemy is moving in and shoot a bit in front of them, and you'll find yourself getting the kills in no time. The War Machine actually is one of the only 2 specialist weapons that has a chance of killing you. Yes, you can hurt yourself with your own grenades, so it'll be best if you don't spawn the baby grenades near you, or if you are going to attack an enemy and he's near you, jump away first, boost away from him, or if you have the health to do it, go ahead and hit him. Just keep in mind that these grenades do have a chance of killing yourself as well. My last and final tip about using the War Machine has to do with its kill time. Once you activate this weapon, I highly recommend against running straight at the enemy all gung-ho and sprinting at enemies, because that'll just really get you killed most of the time. You see, this weapon has a fairly long time to kill, especially at range. If you're lobbing it across the map, it's a couple seconds until it hits the ground and then spreads into its tiny baby grenades. So at range, if you see somebody first, it's not always guaranteed that you're gonna kill them first, so be careful about running somewhere blindly and getting shot. And that is all that I have for today's episode of Hero Gear Walkthrough. If you have found anything that I said here helpful, or if you just enjoyed the gameplay footage and couldn't care one bit about what I said, as long as you found it enjoying and entertaining, please go ahead and leave a like, maybe even subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.